Inside Racing is brought to you by Dunlop.
Switzerland's answer to Antonio Banderas is called Walter Moretto. Not a Hollywood star, but a dental surgeon. Precision, concentration, and a steady hand. The tools of his trade. On a high-speed track like Nardo, no bad thing when he's doing over 300 kilometers per hour in his 600 horsepower Ferrari.
It's not easy to drive like that. It's strenuous. It's a matter of concentration. As I was driving, I was thinking about operating, about my surgical incisions, because then I'm thus focusing on my work. And that's the key for me, focusing on what I'm doing. Behind every successful man, there's always a strong woman, or vice versa. With the Morettos, you're not quite sure, but it's that indeed that makes Walter and Daniela so likable and a very harmonious couple. So who wears the trousers in your house?
Him and me.
The white Ferrari 599 GTO and Daniela Moretto. Self-assured, in control and behind the wheel, the lady from Zurich drives the family car in a more than sporty style. A woman showing her husband how it's done in their mutual plaything, and not for the first time.
Yes, I went out on the track with him one day, and he was permanently pressing his foot down, wanting to brake, as I was still on the throttle.
Sitting next to her then in Le Castellet, I was always on the brake, the imaginary brake, because she drives really fast.
When it comes to cars and speed, it's generally only the men who think they've got what it takes. At Nardo, a certain Daniela Moretto turns all the laws of nature on their head. 342 kilometers an hour on the high-speed circuit. Switzerland's fastest woman, fully intoxicated by speed.
I really didn't think she had it in her to be now driving so fast.
My mother was already a pretty lively driver.
Now you know who wears the trousers.
Nardo, a male dream, dominated by a woman. The future is set to belong to the fairer sex too. This little one's not yet a meter tall, nor 3 years old, but who knows what will happen when Matilda grows up. She'd certainly have the right car already.
My daughter, she's a real sweetie. She's full of the joys of spring, is always in a pretty good mood, does some really crazy things. And much to Daddy's delight, shares his passion a bit for speed. When we go skiing, for instance, she's already a real beast, and she finds cars absolutely thrilling.
Daddy's VW Sirocco GT R1 is more exciting than any playground. However, she's got some way to go to be like Daniela Moretto, who laps the circuit at 350 kilometers an hour, especially as even her own father with his front-wheel drive Matilda Racing Sirocco is still trying to crack the 300 mark.
The situation is that we unfortunately didn't manage it the first attempt. It's always difficult too to find excuses. It's actually also boring for everyone involved because we came here to do 300. We could certainly have done it, but unfortunately during the preparation period we had a few problems and we're not able to fully set the car up. We don't yet know precisely what the problem was, but just then reading out the fault recorder we found a couple of small faults. We know what needs to be done, and we know too that we will manage it.
Ultimately, they finish a mere 7 kilometers an hour short of the cherished 300. Raw power alone is not enough. In 2011, Nardo has shown that it's apparently women who have the required fine touch for top speed.
Inside Racing was brought to you by Dunlop.